time in a long time, but it seems like just yesterday when we were side by side. Beast mode, no one's blocking our way. These other guys tried it, but them man ain't got the skills of Braden and Davie, brazen and raging, bringing you the thrills and spills. Right here in full gear, about to blow up like TNT. Us man are too sweet, Brady, DVP, the BDElite. Right here in full gear, about to blow up like TNT. Us man are too sweet, Brady, DVP, the BDElite.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Braden Herrington here with Davie Portman for BDElite. We are your Dynamates here on Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday night.
Yeah. You found us wherever you find your podcast. And of course,
Twitch.tv/upNXT Hello, Twitch room. Yes, Chris Leone, Cody, the biggest babyface in wrestling. Shout out.
Cody is the biggest baby face in all of professional wrestling. Never forget. Yeah. Wow. What a night of Dynamite.
Wow.
That we're going to talk about here on this show.
Yeah. This is going to be a long show, I feel.
Strap in. You got a Red Bull.
Oh, boy.
You went to the fridge to grab a Red Bull, and you came back with a Red Bull and 2 old fashions. So.
Yeah. Well, it's our last show together.
Last show together until...
For a while.
Until we, Zoom.
So cheers to that.
There you go.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Yeah, you're going back to your motherland next week, so you're going to take a week off, and then you will still be doing shows, though, via Zoom and stuff, same times and stuff. We'll even be going on Twitch and stuff.
Yes.
Next week for UpNXT, NXT 2.0, I'm going to be joined by Mr. Shot in the Dark from the streets of his mind, John Siino.
Nice.
He's going to chat NXT, and then... I guess I'll say for this show next week, I tried thinking outside the box, and I reached out to a friend we kind of made during Arthur Ashe week.
Yep.
Or weekend, I guess, in New York. I never took a sip of my drink yet.
You were like doing a drunk speech at a wedding.
At a wedding, that's how I felt.
And then next week, I'm going to give it up for...
Yeah, no, that was last night after watching NXT and Gunther and all that. That was us drinking. Like, oh man.
Yeah, I think this one affected me more tonight.
Yeah, we didn't even drink. This is our first drink of the night. We didn't even drink because we were like, this show is
insane.
It was enough.
Insane.
Yeah, next week I'll be joined by John Siino for UpNXT, and then BDElite, Cassidy, the spoiler from bodyslam.net.
Oh.
Yeah, so we kind of got to hang out with him a little bit in New York, and I was like, hey, why don't we cross-promote sometime? So
sweet.
He's going to join me next week. I think he's going to a show or something, like maybe New York for GCW, so I know he said he's going to come back and make it for the show, so that'll be doing. And Dickie Bird's going to help run the Twitch, because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So Dickie's there. Dickie's there to run the show. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So join us next week after Twitch, after Dynamite on Twitch, 10:15 Eastern on Tuesday and Wednesday for both shows, even though you're away. So we'll have some fun.
Yeah, and then you're doing a tailgate before the Rumble, right?
Yeah, that's right. So anyone who's a Patreon member, subscriber, whatever you want to say, a patron is what I should have said. You are invited to the Royal Rumble tailgate, which means we hang out over Zoom.
Yeah, I can join in.
Yeah, you should.
I will.
Yeah, if you're around, definitely come hang out. So what happens is if you are a patron, you get the invite to join us at a specific time on the Saturday before the Rumble. We all hang out. These have been insanely fun. We go in with like, okay, should we like do this? Like one time we did it in our old backyard, our old place. And
we were planning beer pong and stuff,
karaoke, and it never even got to that. It got even crazier.
And then the goofy hat came on, and
once the goofy hat comes on, it gets goofy. So yeah, those are always a blast. And I know a few people already told me like, "Hey, I'm down. I'm going to be there." So now, the strength in numbers. So you're all invited if you're a patron, and you should be, because for only $5 North American tier, you get access to our retro NXT reviews, all of our retro pay-per-view reviews, like the Royal Rumble 2000, out later this week with World Champ patron Chris Elliott. So that's going to be awesome, talking all about some Rumble stuff, because damn, that's one of the best.
Cactus Jack, Triple H.
Yeah.
I think this is one of my favorite Rock promos ever from this one, if I remember right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great match. The Too Cool Rikishi spot in the Rumble.
Yeah.
All-time classic. Yeah.
We talked about that in top 5, I think.
Yeah,
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so many shows. We also recorded another Up Yours with World Champ, Patron, and BDE Champ. Fire Frank. Was it two belts? Fire
Frankie,
Frankie,
two belts.
two belts. That's right. Yeah, that's right. He's chosen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We recorded it today, and we talk all about the 1990 movie. So go rewatch that and then give a listen to it when I release it out this weekend. But $5 for all these shows and everything else we've ever done, all the best matches ever, and that's it. And you get to join the tailgate and all that stuff as well.
Yeah,
so
always
times.
a fun time.
Yeah, great stuff going on here at the BDE.
Yeah.
We appreciate you hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Are we okay about the Gunther thing now? Have we moved on?
I've kind of moved on. I think it's a great name.
Now you're just being coy.
No, I do think it sounds like he's just Gunther. They're not going by this Gunther Stark thing,
Right.
which I would like to hope is just a stupid accident, or give the benefit of the doubt. As soon as it came out, they didn't use it. I think Gunther's as good as Walter. I'm just used to Walter.
Yeah, because we said last night, it's Walter's not even the coolest name, but he did make it work. It is his real name too, which I didn't realize. But so how can they just trademark Walter? Just call him Walter. I don't know. This is weird.
No, because they want to own it.
Yeah, they want to.
own
And he's
it.
like,
they
no,
want
you
to
can't
then
own
make Walter into this huge thing, Gunther.
It's gonna be Gunther.
And then he's like, you can't use that. We own Gunther.
Can't wait for Gunther versus Roman.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lit. We kind of briefly mentioned their GCW. I talked about it last week. I've convinced you since you're leaving on Tuesday that we had the going away party that got too out of control on the weekend.
Out of control.
We're not going to do that again.
I meant to do it on Friday, and I'm scared.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, Sunday, me and you were just going to watch GCW.
Yes.
Yeah, and it looks like a pretty fun card. Jeff Jarrett
versus Effie, right?
Yeah, but it's this old man Jarrett, cowboy man cowboy Jarrett. I don't know. It's the most over he's ever been.
Yeah,
possibly. Even before he was an NWA champ in TNA. Moxley versus Homicide.
He just manages to get into everything, doesn't he?
Doesn't he? Always.
God bless him.
Such a nice guy, though.
Yeah, sorry, Moxley Homicide.
Moxley Homicide. I think that's the main event.
I thought they were friends. Did I see Homicide in AEW?
He showed up
at Arthur Ashe. Did that happen?
It was just a dream.
Was it? Because I was a bit sleepy.
It was all a dream.
Okay, so they're not friends. They're facing each other.
He did show up at Arthur Ashe, but as Eddie Kingston, I think, joked on social media, I tried to get my friend a job, but this time it didn't work. So then we haven't seen Homicide.
Right.
But Homicide is in GCW, so we're seeing Mox versus Homicide.
Excellent.
I think that's the main event.
Okay.
I don't have the rest of the card in front of me at the moment, but I think it's Alley Catch
versus
Soho.
Ruby.
That's
you
pretty
got
cool.
Matt Cardona versus Joey Janela.
Right, in custody of his wife,
Of Chelsea Green, probably. Yeah.
Somehow, I don't really know what that is, but there's that crazy lucha match.
Yeah.
All those guys, El Gringo.
The ladder match.
The ladder match, yeah, it's like the AEW one.
We'll get to there. Oh, that's another ladder match. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's even a battle royale now in the thing, but there's a few other things there.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So
no people going. Listeners
people are
going.
excited. Yeah, a few of our listeners are going. So give us some feedback. We're not going to do a show or anything. We're just going to watch it.
Yeah.
Follow us on the socials. We'll tweet out some thoughts. There you go. Nice tease. Nice easy night for us.
Yeah.
Just get lit and watch GCW.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
What's going to be weirder, that show or this show that we're going to talk about?
I mean, this show did not have Jeff Jarrett.
It did have Sting
It had Cody.
diving off
It
a
had
stage
Cody.
through a table.
Did it have Sting diving off stage? Too? No, you're right. It did have Sting diving through a table. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. This was the weirdest episode of Dynamite.
It was really weird. Was it what we were smoking, or was it the episode, or was it both?
Man, I don't know. I just couldn't. I know that the hype was around Moxley. I think TK was like, well, if he's wrestling for GCW, then his return's got to be on our show.
Yeah.
Is what I
get
it.
Makes
so
sense.
They're taping the match with Ethan Page probably right now as we speak.
No, it's live this week.
Oh, Rampage is live.
Rampage is live.
Okay, so cool.
So that's a draw for Friday for sure.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Hook.
And
they're loading this show.
Mox and Hook.
Mox and Hook.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hook's a draw.
He's when you take him off Rampage, what happens? No one watches.
It's true.
When he's on
true.
it, hi. Everyone watches it. Yeah. Moxley is going to face Ethan Page, is kind of what we gather from what happens later. But do you think they go to the Danielson-Moxley feud as like the next big thing? Because we never got to that.
Yes, I do.
So maybe he comes out, because we haven't seen Danielson since that loss. Don't know what the story kind of would tie in, but I'm interested in seeing that.
Well,
match.
they didn't have the match. They were meant to have the match. You can just go right to it. Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some Dynamite.
Yeah.
Because, boy, it's an interesting show. We start off with what I think is the highlight of this show, which was awesome, quite frankly. And if you're, for whatever reason, listening to this and didn't watch it, I think you should watch this promo. Jon Moxley has been away because of what they've said was alcohol addiction. He checked himself into rehab and was working on himself and was going away for a little bit. And, well, they announced that we knew he was coming back at some point, soon.
Yeah.
And it was announced that he was wrestling for GCW. So, yeah, here they are like, hey, he's back here tonight. And he's going to cut a promo. And he comes out, and it's the wild thing. He's looking a lot, maybe, thinner, maybe a bit more
He's
jacked.
looking good.
Yeah.
Really good.
He comes out, and it's pretty hot for him here. And he comes down into the ring, whole entrance. He's super over. And the music stops. He has the microphone. Literally, as he's breathing in and taking in the crowd cheering for him here, he's just about to start talking. And someone in the crowd chants something. I couldn't really hear it.
No.
The first time around. I still can't quite hear it. But some people in the internet and people who were there said that someone had chanted, "Get this alcoholic out of the piece of trash out of the ring," or something like that. That's what I'm just reading from people saying that's what they heard. But I myself can't hear that when I listen. And Moxley replies with, "Shut the fuck up. Fuck you.
Get that guy out of here now.
Get that guy out of here right now." And, yeah. Damn. F-bombs on Dynamite.
Yeah, right away.
Welcome to TBS.
802.
Yeah. Damn. Imagine watching Big Bang Theory. Bazinga. Fuck you.
Yeah. But, like, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Yeah. Yeah. Siino in the Twitch chat right now saying someone said it was, "Get this drunken piece of trash out of the ring." That is awful.
Boo.
Fuck that guy. So, yeah. Moxley was right for saying that. And it was great. We never see that in wrestling. They might get in trouble for that one.
But Mox don't give a shit.
Yeah. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'll eat the
rebel.
fine.
Love it.
Fuck you, pay me. Jon Moxley. It is cool to see him back. But he cuts a promo here, and he says that he was thinking to himself a while back. He was asleep on a plane, and he had a dream. And he woke up from this bad dream. He was on the side of a road, and he was on his hands and knees in the dirt. And he was dirty, and there was this black cloud above him, this demon, and it was like laughing at me. And then he starts going into nobody gets through this life unscathed, clearly talking about some of his recent stuff. And scars, he's got more scars than most. He goes into talking about everyone being perfect and that he's not perfect. And if everyone was perfect, it would be a boring place. And this is me. He says, there's people who tried to write me off or doubt me. I take all that shit and I want to shove it right up your ass. He just loves, it's just badass Moxley here. He then says, I don't run from these demons. I beat the shit out of them. Doing it again. He says, so thank you all, anyone who's ever supported me. We're going on a ride, 2022. I'm grabbing this business by the balls because now I am truly free and I'm thirsty. And you thought I was dangerous before that? Well, nowadays, all I drink is blood.
Damn.
So he drops the microphone, walks
Fucking
out.
great promo.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even feel like a promo, was it? It was
No.
just from the heart, how he's feeling, and
Yeah.
fuck yeah, Mox is back. He's got such a great energy. Yeah, he's fantastic, and he has been missed. Now you see him back, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot I'm excited to see with you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy to see him back, and I thought this was a very good pro. I've said before on so many times on this show, I hated Dean Ambrose, but I instantly loved this Jon Moxley guy, and every time it's like the next step of him, and this is part of the real life thing, and now it's he's making it, blending that real life into wrestling again, and wasn't real blending anything, just kind of telling his side of the story, almost saying like his side of the story, saying sorry to us, even though we don't really, we don't need to just say we know, man, we got you, but he's kind of doing the you can connect with it.
It's cool seeing like
a
someone who
guy.
seems like a badass, like man's man. Like, I hate that term, but it's breaking the stigma. It's like you see someone who seems like would be macho and keeping shit to himself. He's opening up.
It's definitely something
like,
AEW does.
I think it's inspiring.
Good.
It's good.
AEW does that really well. Clearly with the Hangman character, just in full stop. I'm pretty sure Forbes did an article on him breaking like how AEW, and I think they even bring up Moxley in this, and that was what the article was about, actually, about how they're breaking this stigma of professional wrestling and what
it's
men,
like predominantly men watching this show.
Yeah.
Sure, like women watch it too, but it's predominantly men, and like mental health amongst men is like serious a lot of time. Like suicide rates are highest in men and that kind of thing. I think it's a good message.
And he gets to swear on TV, so it was really badass to see that. And fuck that guy.
Yeah,
if that was the case, that he did say something like that. What an asshole. This felt like such a smaller venue. This was a weird crowd, in my opinion. AEW's been running some weird things. Maybe because they keep running the same spots. I don't know. I don't know if they've come here, but they did.
This is where the debut was.
This is where the debut was. Yeah. I don't know. It felt off. There was a lot of people trying to heckle like that randomly, and I get it, wrestling shows, but weird vibes. After this, we go to that was the show, actually.
Pretty much. Yeah.
We go to MJF. No, we go to MJF.
This was good.
Yeah,
this was good.
This was all right. MJF is backstage. He's with Wardlow behind him. He says that CM Punk got powerbombed to the mat into oblivion, but he almost got spinal hypnosis, something like that. He says, and instead of taking the L on the chin, you had to show your true colors. You had to weasel your way out of another one. I like how MJF always twists whatever happened into not the truth. He then says that, hey, I want to talk to War Dog. Wardlow, I'm sorry about last week. I lost my cool. And hey, Wardlow, it's your birthday today. So happy birthday. We want to have a great day. However, big man, you put your hands on me, and that's not something I can allow. So I'm going to dock your pay. And if you win me that future grab the brass ring ladder match and give me that TNT title. I was a little confused with this comment. Remember, whatever Wardlow wins is MJF's. He gives it to him.
And Wardlow's in this grab the brass ring ladder match.
When is this match?
Revolution, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. He says, and when you win me something, your money will go back up. And then tonight, Punk has to face the chairman, the Canadian God, against the PG Punk, and he's gonna get his first L. So he's hyping up himself, but then sorry, Wardlow, getting paid a little less.
And Wardlow was giving great looks just the whole time, just staring, kind of this smile on his face, where one day I'm gonna snap your head off.
It's Triple H Batista.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm enjoying it. And I think what I love with MJF is at the beginning when he was apologizing, he's so good at sounding sincere, which makes him such more of a shit. Mm-hmm. But then I think one day, if you ever do turn him, I do think he'd be a good babyface because he has got this kind of sincerity.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's evil. He's a menace. We go to our next match, which is a tag team match between a couple and not a couple. Orange Cassidy and
friends. Best friends.
That's right. It's not quite an intergender match because the men can't face the women and vice versa.
Yeah, it's mixed tag.
Yeah, so it's just the normal mixed tag. I thought it was going to be kind of intergendered because have we seen that in AEW?
No. No, we've not. As far as I'm aware.
Okay.
We've had a few mixed tags.
Yeah.
And we've had, like tonight, where there's been interaction.
Kind of, yeah.
But I don't think we've had intergender.
Right. So JR was excited for this match.
JR's okay with mixed tags. He hates intergender.
Right, okay, got it. Just checking. Adam Cole gets his own entrance. Britt Baker gets her own entrance because they're mega stars. Mm-hmm. AEW Women's Champ. And then Orange Cassidy and Kris Statlander come out, but they come out to the Pixies, so they get a pass too, because it's always awesome. So this is a mixed match. I keep forgetting. What was the WWE thing?
Mixed match challenge?
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
They need to do it again, I think.
Do they?
Yeah.
All right, do it. Bring it back. There's Statlander who's in and tags in Orange Cassidy. So whenever they have to tag, Britt though is in with Orange and stops him from fighting Cole. So Orange does his Orange Cassidy kick. So he's not.
Kicks.
Yeah, he's not actually kicking her, but she no-sells it and then stomps on his foot. And then finally Chris tags in and beats down on Britt, who then tags back in Cole, getting the heel heat. He hits a pump kick to Orange Cassidy. They send, I think, is it Cole to the outside when then Statlander hits a vertical suplex but holds Britt upside down.
Like a delayed one.
And then it's Orange Cassidy like kind of balancing her out and then like walking around the ring like whistling and then just ever so slightly pushes it and then it falls over. Like almost like a Jenga block or domino effect or something. It's only a near fall. There's then the Statlander hits like the flipping moonsault to the outside when
the pendulum, right?
Yeah, and Orange Cassidy does his lazy dive.
Coffin
this
drop
is the laziest
thing.
dive. Yeah, this one's just falling off the apron. So
yeah,
that's not even a lot of height there, but looks great. There's then a backbreaker on Britt in the ring, a blue thunder bomb for a near fall. Britt comes back with the fisherman neckbreaker for a near count. Orange and Cole are now in, and then Orange counters like the last shot or the Ushigoroshi into like a stun dog. But then Britt hits Cassidy with the stomp, which Statlander comes in, beats down on Britt, Falcon Arrow, but it's a kick out. Goes to hit the 450, but Cole covers Britt and says, no, stop. Statlander hits it anyways. The Area 451, still a great creative name for the character, hits it on Cole on top of Britt Baker, but it's a kick out. Cole gets hit with the beach break. He kicks out of that. There's then super kicks, and on the outside, he looks as if he's going for the Panama, but Statlander stops it. So it looks like Cole's about to hit Statlander.
Yeah, she just launches Orange into the ring.
Yeah. And she's going to take it. And Cole thinks about it. For the camera, like, it's teasing us. Like, he's going to hit this destroyer on Statlander. But then finally, like, leaving us hanging, it cuts to Britt, who hits Statlander with her destroyer. The Pittsburgh Sunrise.
Yeah, boots her in the face and hits the destroyer on the stage.
So Cole is just like, wow, I'm so proud. Turns in the ring, hits Cassidy with the Panama Sunrise. But Cassidy kicks out. Britt and Cole look at each other like, how are they kicking? How does he kick out of this? I can't figure it out. They then set up a table, which then Britt accidentally gets sent through by Orange. So Britt goes through the table. He turns around and gets hit with a low blow from Adam Cole when the ref is distracted. And then the boom.
Adam Cole looks like he's going to murder him. You just see him behind
face.
looking as Cassidy's looking to the floor at Britt and upset about what he's done.
So he hits him in the balls and then hits the boom, what he used to call the last shot, to the back of the head. And he pins him and then goes checks on Britt. But yeah,
he celebrates first and then goes. He waits to get his hand raised
Classic
and then goes
heel.
to check on Britt.
Classic heel move here.
Yeah, this was pretty fun. It was quite nuts, actually.
Yeah.
I think I tend not to like mixed tags in the past because I find the like whole tag thing weird. Like you just tag and then you got to switch over. And it's like, we just got 2 singles matches going on. But it can work and it can be fun. And I thought this was a lot of fun. It just so many nuts things. Like the stupid stuff with Orange and Chris. Like with the
suplex.
The suplex thing was funny. And then, it just got crazy with the stuff on the stage. And I enjoyed this a lot.
More destroyers. Always destroyers, right?
Kicks in the face.
Destroyers like, when you're putting spices in your food, just a little sprinkle of it, and then usually, but this one only had 2.
Yeah,
it was cool to see it.
Yeah.
I like when couples in wrestling do each other's wrestling moves.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, it's
nice.
like that's got to be the cutest thing you could do.
Yeah.
If you're in the wrestling, tell us if we're wrong. Like it's great. Like when Edge did the Glam Slam. Come on.
Oh yeah, we've got that mixed tag coming up.
Johnny's done a bunch of Candice's moves. She does.
Yeah,
the
I enjoyed
Gargano
that
escape.
ones. Yeah,
like
Indian Dexter.
Yeah, what is...
She's done the silence.
Right,
And he's
right.
cruel.
that's taking it to the next level.
Love,
really.
baby.
Has Cole done any of Britt's moves?
He's done
The claw?
Didn't he do the...
That's
the
right.
thing?
He did it in NXT.
In NXT.
That's right,
Sorry,
that's
what's
right.
it called? The...
Mandible claw.
the fucking mouth check. What's it called? What'd she call
Mouth
it?
check.
She's a dentist.
Gingivitis. What does she call it?
Fuck. The dentist's hook? No.
I thought it's called the mandible claw.
No, that's...
the lockjaw.
The lockjaw. There we go.
Thank you, Twitch Room.
Yeah.
Lockjaw. Wow.
Cheers.
Yeah. She should have a move called gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
What would it be?
Yeah.
Something like to the mouth.
Gingivitis.
Like the dude Adam Cole's like running knee, but like to the face or something.
It's like a gum thing, isn't it? Gingivitis.
In the gums? Oh, yeah, true. Maybe not.
What's the one where your breath stinks? Halitosis?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be a mist.
No, she could spray you with the mouth, make your breath smell nice. Spray. Getting into dentistry. So yeah, the it couple here in AEW, Adam Cole and Britt Baker win the match, but they almost as if Excalibur's throwing to the interview. He's like, "Hey, Adam Cole's mad. We're gonna talk to him right now," and then they're like, "Actually, hold on," and then they go to commercial. But they also mentioned that Hook will be on Rampage, as we kind of mentioned, so he'll be facing Serpentico.
Yes. They did a nice little video package for him later as well, just
Yeah.
showing how handsome he is.
It's true.
So they kept saying, what was it? The cold-hearted, handsome man.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
We go to Chris Jericho and Proud and Powerful backstage. They're being interviewed, and they mention that Eddie Kingston is out with an injury, which does suck.
Yeah, Orbital, right?
Damn, he's going to wear a mask like The Undertaker?
Maybe. Yeah, I think they've said like
Carmella?
3 weeks.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
Not a long...
Oh, damn, okay. That's awesome. Maybe I thought he like hurt his leg or something because I saw him selling the knee. I was like, man, this guy's...
He's always selling.
Yeah,
his
I know.
knee,
I'm
isn't he?
pretty sure he's like Matt Jackson in his back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's selling, brother. Chris Jericho says, I don't give a rat's ass about Eddie Kingston. And Proud and Powerful step in. They're like, yo, tread lightly how you talk about our boy. Don't mention his name like that. Don't mention his name. Eddie rang some truth when he said that you're the reason we haven't been world tag team champions. And maybe there is some truth in that. We've been fighting all your battles. So next week in a trios match against 2.0 and Daniel Garcia, we'll win the match and prove we don't need you. And then they walk off. So Jericho is just standing there with his hoodie half unzipped.
Yeah.
You always got to commit to the full zip or no zip at all, brother. Always. Never do the half zip. Also, he then says,
This is 2 weeks in a row now. He's been trying to get this GFY thing over, and apparently now he's got a T-shirt saying it. Buddy, drop this. It's not. I feel Jericho's really trying at the moment to find something new. He's always been like the king of like reinventing himself.
Right.
And I feel he's kind of bland right now, and I feel he's reaching for things to try and stay relevant. So he was like, oh, that Punk Eddie Kingston feud worked. How about I do that? And
GFY.
let's try and get this GFY thing over.
GFY.
To join the AHFO.
GFY.
GFY.
A, B, C, E, F, G.
AY, yeah.
Did I mess that up?
But I thought Santana and Ortiz sounded good. I don't think they need Jericho anymore. And I'm kind of... I kind of like this idea of them kind of pulling away from Jericho. Maybe formally kind of ending the Inner Circle.
The Inner Circle is breaking apart.
Yeah.
They're falling apart. Damn. I like when Proud and Powerful are more so themselves and sound more
Santana
serious.
especially.
Yeah, so it is interesting that they do reference like that Eddie Kingston remark and like, yeah, you know what? We're not too chummy with you right now. So that is good. Jericho, honestly, like go away for half a year. Although every time we say that, he comes back.
He went away for like 6 weeks.
Okay.
I didn't miss him.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
A bit longer, but yeah, this GFY thing, nah.
It's weird. GFY.
GFY.
What does it stand for? We go to Marvez and Adam Cole. Here we go. The angry Adam Cole interview we were promised.
It's not even a creative shirt.
The
It just says GFY. GFY, Jericho. Edgy.
GFY.
Fuck. That's a terrible shirt. Sorry.
We call this show BDElite.
Yeah.
GFY, bro. Marvez with Adam Cole. He's upset. He's angry. He takes the microphone right away from him and says, "Get out of here." And says, "Orange Cassidy, you've been a thorn in my side ever since I got here. And now you put your hands on my girlfriend? Well, Orange, I've done everything. I beat you in everything. Tag matches, mixed tags. Well, how about now I beat you in singles match? Next week is beach break. So I'm going to destroy you. And in anything goes, lights out match." And it has been signed and official.
So this will be the main event next week, I
Is
assume. This sounds absolutely nuts.
Yeah, Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy. We've seen Orange Cassidy step up in big matches, and obviously Adam Cole as well. So definitely interested in this.
Is this where you debut Gargano?
For what reason? Just to screw over
the main
Cole?
event. He doesn't like Cole. Maybe he joins Cole.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Gargano is showing up.
The Rumble?
Maybe that makes more sense. The whole new main roster on WWE will be John Gargano. They're gonna rename him too, right?
Maybe just Gargano.
Gargano on WWE.
No, but that's his real name, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll rename him.
So was Walter.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll just rename him.
Yeah. It's something superhero gimmick. Something like that. Yeah, maybe he does show up. I don't know. I would like to see him wrestle in other places just because I am a big fan of him. But it kind of seems like maybe we won't be seeing him. But maybe with that attitude, I'll be even more excited if he does show up.
That aside, though, I think this match sounds great.
Yeah.
Seeing Orange do a bit of a bloodbath.
Oh,
it's going to be great.
Blood Orange.
Yeah.
We've seen Blood Orange. We've seen the juice get pumped.
There have been a lot of street fights recently, though.
They love street fights. Tony Khan loves it. He loves this shit.
It's a lot. It's
And
every
then what was that
week.
article?
There was a 6-man tag street fight last week, right?
What was this?
On Rampage.
Was it Toronto Star article about WWE says like, yeah, we don't do
These
that.
women
blood.
mutilating themselves.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Trust Tony Khan's wild.
That's why you suck.
We don't let our women mutilate themselves. Well, your show sucks.
Yeah.
So maybe
You just
should.
dress them up as schoolgirls.
Yeah, and let them play with dolls and have 2
And leave them
minute
alone
matches.
with Briggs and Jensen.
Announce the first ever tournament, and then make the matches
Yeah.
a minute 80 like 80 minute whatever. Fuck. Yeah.
But they have Ollie J, so.
We do. Yeah. What more can we ask for on NXT? You're gonna miss it. You're gonna have to
No,
watch
I'm watching it.
You're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Ollie J. Well, that's a match announced next week.
Yeah,
and it
sounds great.
We go to a video for CM Punk and Shawn Spears, and it's showing a little rivalry between MJF and CM Punk, and then some of Shawn Spears' antics, and it includes using a chair because he just loves chairs, man. He just really does.
Skye's hilarious.
Everything he does puts me in
His entrance. Shawn Spears' entrance.
Yeah, why has this not been talked about enough? Why is this
Like
not
he's
talked
had
about?
this since the beginning,
Yeah.
but it's just the
This
cabaret
West Side Story, Moulin Rouge.
sat on the chair with his hood up, his whistle. Tully's just abandoned him
Good.
at this point.
Tully's smart.
Tully's like, I tried my best with this lad, but
Didn't work
he's
out. He just loves chairs.
fucking loves chairs.
He's got a wife at home. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He just loves chairs. Fuck. His entrance is so funny.
They're at a department store. He just goes missing, and
Like,
Peyton finds him.
He's deliberately
looking at chairs.
doing this. Like
Yeah.
he's clearly like, okay, it'll be funny if I'm just really into chairs. But the entrance is him still doing that pose, sitting down with the weird whistle, and it's not like a cowboy whistle. It's like you said, like a cabaret whistle.
Yeah.
And then the lights kind of come on, and then he's got this hood, but he's not wearing anything else, so it's just the hood from something. And then he's like, he holds it up like, I'm going to peek my head. And then, okay, here we go. And then picks up the chair, goes into the ring.
His choice of weapon is the weapon that everyone uses as well.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And I hope one day we get to hear what was going on.
Look, it's working for him, I guess.
CM Punk beats him in 3 seconds. It's working for him.
Yeah, it's great. No, this was perfect.
CM Punk gets it with the GTS. It's done.
Didn't need anything more than this. Perfect.
Clapped
and I think
cheered.
The fact that they gave him his full entrance as well made it funnier.
Fuck. This is so funny.
No, this was great. Perfect. What it needed to be.
Oh, man. And then as he celebrates...
But I don't... Yeah. The chat's asking, but was this a Guinness World Record, though? And no, we should congratulate, because I feel she's one of ours.
Yes.
Aaliyah breaking the world record. 3.17 seconds.
Wow.
She beat Natalia. So good for her.
It's crazy.
Punk, he couldn't beat that.
He couldn't beat the chairman that quickly, but...
I think The Rock beat Eric Rowan in twice that time.
In like 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Damn. Well...
The only Rock match I've seen live.
Eric Rowan versus The Rock.
Yeah.
Is it your favorite Rock? Would you say it's your
I
favorite
like The Rock.
match?
I'd have liked to have seen a Rock
Rowan.
match live.
Yeah.
Sorry?
And Rowan.
Rowan's one of us, isn't he?
Rowan's
He's an NXT
Rowan.
guy. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Punk just squashes him here, poses up on the turnbuckle. MJF runs into the ring. He was on commentary, but he didn't even get to say anything quite that nasty yet because that's how quick this match was. And he goes to attack Punk, but he kind of scouts it and then grabs Maxwell by the scarf and pulls him closer. And then finally Maxwell like escapes and rolls out of the ring, but Punk has his scarf. So puts the Burberry scarf around his neck, goes on the turnbuckle, and does the classic Breakfast Club when Emilio's got the string.
Flossing,
and he's like flossing with it. So, yep. He squashed Shawn Spears.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly what this needed to be.
Yeah. So this
Other people can learn from CM Punk's efficiency here.
just hit your finisher.
Yeah.
You'll win your match.
1,
probably.
2, 3.
It's a finisher. You probably win with it. Stop doing all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Just hit the move. Do you think Wendy Chu should use the go to sleep?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or is there a move like the wake up? Or is that Joe Gacy's move?
Oh, it's because he's woke.
Yeah. They should be a team.
Gacy and...
That's the other show.
Yeah,
Stop
like,
it. Stop
There's
it.
enough 2.0 going on tonight. And
So we go to Christian Cage backstage.
that rhymed.
Yeah. What did I say?
Christian Cage backstage.
Christian Cage is backstage with the one Billy Gunn.
Oh, yeah, this is where it all started getting weird.
This is where everything started falling apart.
Yeah.
Piece by piece. Chris, I think I said it already, but I'm going to say it again to make myself just feel it more. Christian Cage is backstage. He's welcomed by Billy Gunn, who's like, hey, man, you and your boys, they're doing great as the tag team, and I'm not sure if you know, but, my boys, they're doing good in the tag team division, and, they're working real hard, and I think, everybody should get their shot, and the Gun Club deserve their shot. And Cage is like, yeah, all right, like, well, if, they prove it, they show, like, some spunk, maybe, something will happen. And he's like, oh, really? And then the Gun Club appear out of nowhere, and they attack Christian. They slam him against the wall in this, like, truck or something there. They beat him up, and then they say, like, oh, was that taking a leap of faith there? Was that making your shot be called? So the Gun Club calling out the Jurassic Express.
Yeah, Christian's really just treading water until he eventually murders Jungle Boy.
Right.
Isn't he?
I can't wait.
Like, Christian, he was brought in as a big deal last year, and that kind of has gone pretty quickly. And just to see him interacting with Billy Gunn, it's a bit And yeah, I guess we're just setting up something for next week for TV or something like that. But
I assume we're getting the 6-man first, and then the tag title match, I guess, between the Gun Club.
Are the Gun Club that highly? No, Sting and Darby must be soon. Because wasn't that what they said tonight's was? The Acclaimed and Sting and Darby are the top seeded?
That's why Christian was like, buzz off.
Yeah.
And that's why, we'll attack you to make you mad so you fight us.
Okay.
That's the classic heel move.
Yeah.
So, but then, of course...
I can't say I'm too excited about this direction.
Yeah. Have they fought? I'm sure they fought quite a few times, Christian and Billy. At one point. They've had to at least a few times. And in Rumble appearances and stuff. Back in the day.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, they were in... Yeah, they were all at the same time, weren't they?
Well, we'll see where this goes. But we go to the next segment. Oh, boy, are you ready? I don't think you are.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Cody Rhodes is back. It's been 1-2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's back already. Wow, it feels like it hasn't even been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's back? Damn. He's done isolating like fucking half the world. But make way. The king is back.
Roman, on this epic title run, he didn't get an interim title. He was off for a week.
Yeah.
Isolating,
They were smart. They just gave Brock the other title.
Yeah.
But no, Cody's like to make an interim title. I don't know how long it'll be out, guys. And I'm back. And now there's 2 champions. Oh boy. Crazy.
They were really hasty with this interim title.
Man.
They just can't not have the TNT title on TV.
Anyways, Cody's back. He's got the TNT title. He is holding it up like old school wrestlers used to hold it up. Walking around. They go, hey, he's back here. No arm. Just Cody.
Yeah.
And while he's making his entrance, they're going to go to commercial, but they're going to show us a sneak peek at tomorrow's new episode of the Go Home Big Show.
Go Big Show.
The Go Big Show.
Go Big Show.
And it shows more people on fire, more magic, and more commercials. And if you watch the picture-in-picture window, Cody's walking around the ring, and he's holding the title up. And then he's looking for something under the ring. And he keeps looking. He's going to the other side. It's like the video game. You go to one side, you can only get a certain item on this side. So he's going over. By the time they come back, he's pulled out a ladder.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of layers to this whole thing.
Yeah. This promo has layers.
Yeah, this
Cody
promo
has
a lot of
layers.
layers. Yeah.
Yeah, layers.
Yeah.
So Cody has a ladder. He sets up the ladder in the middle of the ring, and then we come back and he's ready to talk. And he says, hey, what do you guys want to talk about? And then he starts talking about a few years ago, there was a guy who sat on a ramp like that and cut a promo. And it went on to be the pipe bomb promo. And he's going on and on about CM Punk and paving the way. And it's like, okay, all right. And then he starts talking about how Punk said that he was gonna go to New Japan or Ring of Honor or do all these things. Well, I did that. And he said he was gonna team with the Bucks. Well, I did all that. The crowd, I think, for the first time ever in history of AEW, chanted Royal Rumble, which is technically a WWE chant.
Yeah.
That's how much people don't like them. This guy.
It was just confusing.
Well, I'm not done.
No. I know. I'm just trying to think.
This is peeling back more.
Yeah, no. He was saying like Punk, like that promo was starting this revolution, which he kind of capitalized on. Right, I did that. Like you were talking about doing this, but I did this.
Yeah. He also said, like you said, you wanted a team with the Bucks, but I did. Which I know Punk has said that in interviews before, but he's like, yeah, I did that. I did that. I won't turn heel, is what he says. You cheered me when I needed it the most. And I showed you I am more than one royal family. There is more than one royal family. And then all these people are talking about forbidden doors. I built the forbidden door. And then the crowd were like, yeah, all right. And then they start chanting Cody. I'm like, what the fuck?
But no, it was Mick. I don't know. But I think, yeah, there were definite boos here. I think people, and I was confused. Like, what are you being
weird,
like passionate here and like, yeah, or is it like I did this? You know, like a egotist.
He talks about Ring of Honor and Jay Lethal and how his lethal injection cutter is the one that no one kicks out of.
Yeah.
He's got to give Jay Lethal the rub here. He then mentions that he built the Forbidden Door, like I said, and then he was gone for 2 weeks, and then he was watching TV, and he saw the Bucks were having issues with these guys from developmental. He says, I know Red Dragon graduated from hip toss class, but I don't need to see the Bucks beat developmental again. So he's like, now he's shitting on Red Dragon and bigging up the Bucks. He then says, who did he call here? He's like, oh, then we're bringing in all these other people like Gunnar McGillicuddy or whatever the hell his name is. We got Brody King. We got Darby.
No, he was saying we don't rename people here. He was talking about Brody King.
Yeah.
And goes, yeah, and we don't rename people here, so we're not calling him Gunnar McGillicuddy or whatever, referencing the whole Gunther thing yesterday. But was saying, if you're going to come in here called Brody, you've got balls.
And yeah, which is a shout to Brody King. He then mentions Darby Allin, Malakai Black, and Sammy Guevara. He says these are men, and they're making this guy. I still don't really know what he's talking about.
I didn't understand any of this.
And then he says, hey, I got a contract, me and Sammy Guevara, TNT Championship. It's on the line. It's going to be in a ladder match. Yeah, it's not the contract I wanted, but it's a contract I do want now, and it's this match. At Beach Break, ladder match. What do you say, Sammy Guevara? I was just shaking my head and scratching my head, like, what is he talking about? What's he rambling on about?
I want someone to cut a video of, because this promo seemed to go on forever. Like, cut a video of this going on and on and on and on and on to lead to, because I want a ladder match. And then Shawn Michaels just dance down to the ring to Sexy Boy, place up a ladder, and walk off. It was a lot easier.
Both ways suck.
I just didn't understand this, to be honest with you. I think I think Cody. I think Cody is a fantastic speaker, really good. But I think a lot of his stuff is overthought. It almost feels a bit too insider, too Russo. Almost like pulling back the curtain, like alluding to his contract stuff, but not really saying anything about it. The I am the Forbidden Door. I will not turn heel. It's all this stuff, it seems, where you're not playing a pro wrestling character. And I'm just confused. And I don't know if you're doing... this was the most heel he sounded to me in his delivery. But I don't think people completely understand. Well, I don't understand. And it didn't sound like from the reaction the crowd understood. Because it was like, do we cheer? Are we meant to cheer? Are we meant to boo? They seem really confused. And I think I'd have been the same. Just Cody wanking.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it. But like, he'll be like, hey, so... You know that thing with CM Punk? That was really great, wasn't it? It was so good. It was so good. But he didn't do all that stuff. I did it.
Yeah.
And then, no, but I'm a good guy, though. It's so weird. You know I love Cody. I talk about Cody on the show all the time.
And I don't know who he was...
So backwards.
Because when he was running down what people who've challenged Sammy, I think. Because that's why he was saying Jay Lethal and... Wasn't it Jay Lethal, Ricky Starks...
Yeah,
I think he was talking about the people.
Talked about everybody.
I think he was talking about the people Sammy has faced, but that he had like struggles with them. I think was what he was saying. Maybe.
I don't know.
But he's trying to set up with a match with Sammy, and I don't know. I was very confused.
I don't know, because if you're doing this thing like legit, if you are legit who you think you are, and you believe this stuff, and you're like trying to continue this babyface character, I don't know what you just said. Yeah, you were so confusing and so boring that you were just sitting out there bigging up other people to then challenge Sam. It didn't. It
and then just to jab at NXT.
And then jab at NXT for the cheap pop. And then the Gunnar McGillicuddy was funny, but like I get what you're trying to say, but like still. And then to be like, yeah, Sammy, we have a ladder match. It's like, wait, why can't you just come out here and challenge the guy to a ladder match instead of talking about all this nonsense? And dig at Red Dragon as well. They're here now. Like they're literally one of your probably they weren't on the show at all, but they got dissed for really. They're just like, what? Why? What happened? Just very odd. You know, I love Cody. I love the like. I still think he's acting, and this whole thing's supposed to be this meta wrestling thing. He did mention like, things are
it's
conditioned.
too far though.
Yeah,
now
I don't know.
It's because people don't know how to react.
Yeah,
and it's
weird.
He's like a politician. I don't think he ever sounds sincere.
Highlander
I think he sounds great. Like he's a very confident speaker. But I don't believe a word he says a lot of the time. It's very odd.
Yeah. I usually love his promos. And again, he usually can say anything and I'm like, yeah. I love it. I love his heel work and stuff, but this was very confusing. Just let's talk about all these other things going on that really has nothing to do with you, I don't think.
And then let's put Sammy Guevara on in a commercial break again.
First of all, you shouldn't have taken the title away from him.
No.
To begin with. You can do all this bullshit with someone else in a program. I don't care.
Just the interim thing. Like, why did we create this?
No, why did he beat
title?
him? Yeah, stupid.
Just put the match off.
Yeah.
We've already got a ladder match we're promoting soon. Why do we need another ladder match?
Again, I love this guy. I'm a big fan, and this is one of the worst things I've seen him do.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I love this guy. I was so baffled by this.
But he's cut this promo before.
Not to this rambling. Like, this was just going on.
That one
why
last
are you talking
year.
about all these people? Yeah.
I will not turn heel then.
Yeah. There's so many of them.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Trust me, man.
Bray Wyatt at this point.
Yeah, honestly. Is that what he's going for now? The Ramble. The Royal Ramble. He's not showing up in the Royal Rumble. But he's a free agent, right? What is that? He's a free agent?
I think that's his thing to try and, feed into this story. But no one understands the fucking story.
He's probably trying to call up New Japan, and they're like, no. Like, fuck, man. No. He's like, yo, how about I beat Okada? And they're like, no. And then he's like, okay. And then he calls up GCW, and he's like, yo, how about I beat Moxley? And they're like, no. And then he calls Impact, and then he goes, actually, let me call Vince. And then he calls Vince, and the best we can do is Aaliyah can beat you in 3.167 seconds. Yeah. I don't know. This is so weird. We go to Jade backstage, who's with Mark Sterling. She's the TBS champion, but standing near her is Anna Jay and John Silver. And they announced that Anna is going to get a shot at the title, I think on Rampage, and that Sterling says Anna Jay has no chance because Jade is undefeated, the streak, but Silver steps in and says, ooh, Anna hungry, and that she's going to win the match because she wants it more. And then Anna steps in and says, I wrapped barbed wire around my fist and wrist to win a match. Would you do the same? And Jade says, yeah, well, I'm that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, setting them up. This is Rampage, I think, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I like
We'll
Anna
see.
Jay.
This is the first defense from Jade.
Oh, true.
And Anna Jay's impressive. Both are very, like, only been doing this like a year. Both these women, right?
Crazy.
So, we'll see.
I will say maybe we have seen Anna Jay longer
than
Jade, but I will say Anna Jay has impressed me, I think, a bit more.
Yeah,
than
she's
Jade.
impressive.
Yeah. We go to the House of Black, which is Malakai Black and Brody King.
The spooky tattoo lads.
Yeah, that's exactly they're the
That's
new
who
goth
they are.
base. That's it. Like that. That's it. Now we were lacking spookiness on AEW for far too long. The Dark Order turned into happy cowboys. We needed this slot filled. To be honest, sorry. Even Lily's going through therapy to try to get rid of her demons. We need this in wrestling right now. Malakai Black and Brody King. They got different music. This is actually Brody King.
This is their tag team music.
Yeah.
I assume, yeah.
They mentioned, or at least I saw online, that it is God's Hate, which is actually Brody King's band. He's in a band.
Okay.
So they come out and they have a cool pose with the crown and stuff. They look cool. Again, they look like a unit. And they're going up against a tag team, Varsity Blondes.
Yeah, and they're being identified like Malakai Black and Brody King of the House of Black, and then called the King of the Black Thorn.
The throne?
King of the Black Throne, yes.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
So which implies that this is going to grow. Like, we're going to have more members of the House of Black, and then you have the King of that Black Throne as, like, the lead tag team, I assume.
The Twitch chat are saying that they missed Malakai Black's song, though.
There it is.
That on later.
There it was.
Putting that on later. I can get into this heavy music, and I know that it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I actually do like Brody King's band as well.
I felt there was a lot going on with this music.
Yeah,
like it was.
There was intro.
There was like an intro
stuff.
weird thing,
Yeah.
and then they're both wearing horns, and then the lights are off, they're on.
And then Julia Hart's wearing an eye patch still. So Julia Hart's been acting strange. The whole Varsity Blonde team has been acting strange ever since this spray to the face weeks ago. So it's a tag team match here, and Garrison is in with Malakai, and he beats on him, and then tags in King, and they keep beating and tagging in, and eventually Griff tags to Brian Pillman Jr., who nails, I think, King with a strike, and then sets up for his Flying Brian clothesline. We've seen him do this many times, and then we've also seen him not do this sometimes.
Yeah.
And he goes to do it, but now he's selling like he's nervous to do it, and he stares at them, and he can't do it. He psychs himself out. He drops down.
Stage fright.
Yeah, he starts like freaking out around ringside. He's going through some things. Griff is like, yo, what are you doing? Are you okay? When he's attacked and thrown what looked like eye first into the steel steps. And Griff Garrison's now selling his eye as Pillman's rolled in the ring. And there's the Dante's Inferno, I think they're calling it, the pop-up into the Power Slam double team combo. And the House of Black win the match. But if you ask me, it looks like the House of Black look like they have their eyes on the Varsity Blondes. I think, possibly. The New Brood. I don't know what's going on.
I think it makes Malakai just seem like another guy.
He
now.
just has his whole squad? I
don't
know.
I think already these guys just seem like mid-card for me. They're feuding with the Blondes. I don't know. I'm kind of over spooky shit. And I felt Malakai Black looked less special with Brody King.
They treat it like it's a tag team here?
Yeah,
Is that why?
they just seem more generic to me. The match didn't really do a whole lot.
No, it was more of a weird story that they're trying to do that I'm not quite sure. I'm assuming they're doing something where they're bringing in the other people, is what it sounds like.
Well, then we get the Neville shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pac.
Yeah, Pac, who's still blind. He's Daredevil Pac.
Yeah.
Stick Pac. And Pac Stick. He's here. Well, he's not there. He's in a video. And he's like, hey, Malakai Black. And he's holding up like this card, this tarot card. And it says justice on it. Daredevil also likes justice.
Yeah.
Just saying. And injustice. He then starts cutting a promo about how this is all about you trying to stop me. And you wanted me in this moment to bow down. Well, no. You thought I'd join you, but no, justice will prevail. So
You are just the same as every other cretin. And says he'll make a martyr out of him.
Damn.
Yeah. This isn't really for me.
Hey, you're two really good wrestlers. Let's overcomplicate it.
Yeah, like... I don't know. I think maybe this is a lot of Malakai Black stuff. Like, I know he had a lot of ideas in WWE that he kind of talked about, and I think he's got this whole epic, like, House of Black story thing in his head, but I don't think I care. And I think the excitement, I think the Cody feud just killed him, because he was, not killed him, but killed my interest in him.
Sure.
Because he was feuding with him forever, and this Pac feud is the remnants of that. And then, I just felt he felt more generic, just stood next to Brody King.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot going on in like the main pictures right now. I don't know why Cody's in that, because you could clearly have Malakai in that position anyways. He could have been the one to take the title off Sammy and make him just seem a bit more powerful and stuff like that. I feel like maybe he's just kind of taking a back seat, growing this team, whatever it may be. I do think it possibly could still end up being Pac who's with them, the three of them.
Yeah.
More so. I think that would make sense. They're boys too, I think. That would be pretty cool. I think that maybe that's just what they're doing. They kind of what they did with Miro. They're like, look, we know this is like building to where we know we're gonna get to, but right now, like, we have to keep it here, and they do that with a lot of their characters. So yeah, this didn't really move a needle for me at all, because you have more gibberish. Why do we keep doing to like the Pac going on about yo, he spit in your eye, bro. get back at him. Let's get it over with it.
I know there are people that love this stuff, and as a kid, I really liked it. So like the Undertaker stuff, but me as a fan now, it's not really my thing.
Look, I love that kind of shit too. I honestly do. But if it's done right, and it feels like maybe we're giving it too hard on because it's not properly done or executed yet. But yeah, New Brood, Varsity Blondes. Let's do it. We go to more talking. Lance Archer's backstage with Jake the Snake Roberts.
He's got 2 managers now, this guy.
Jake the Snake.
And Dan Lambert.
Wow.
What a trio.
Jake the Snake's going off about how Hangman's a fake cowboy like Clint Eastwood and he's probably allergic to horses too. And then says that Lance Archer's the real challenge. And you'll see if you do take this challenge. But yeah, Jake the Snake just being mean and scary. I don't know where he's been for the last little while, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't at ringside, so I assume they may be just keeping him for like some backstage stuff. Well, he's not been there because Archer's not been there for a while. This feud also seems weird. They're just mad that Hangman calls himself a cowboy. It's not like Lance Archer calls himself a cowboy.
Yeah, what does Lance Archer call? Sorry, Lance. Does everybody actually die? No, they really don't. I mean, maybe they do. Fuck.
I would say die. I think Dan Lambert, like, it makes more sense in being with Archer than with Men of the Year. But yeah, this last week I was like, okay, yeah, as a challenger for Hangman on like a TV episode, okay, Lance Archer, but after what we're about to talk about, I'm not going to say that.
They're just mad that he's...
I'm skipping ahead. I should...
Yeah. He's just mad that he's a cowboy.
Just so angry. Dairy.
Fake cowboys.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sick of fake cowboys, too. So if I see that Wei Ting in the fucking Up Next Rumble in next weekend, I'm throwing his ass out. Damn. You heard it here first. I don't need Jake the Snake or Dan Lambert to cut my promos for me.
Didn't it cut to Hangman here as well?
Did it?
I think so. I think he was like, "You're mad, I'm a cowboy." Like, whatever.
Get over it.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he was like, I'm pretty sure... he said, I'm pretty sure Bob Orton didn't go home and tend to the horses after wrestling either.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Shout out Bob Orton.
Yeah.
I did like Jensen's shirt on NXT about...
Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
Yeah. And then now Bob Orton reference. All the cowboys and...
Shout out Cowboys.
Yeehaw. Damn, I'm going to put on a Western after this. We go to Brandon Cutler, who's waiting for the Bucks to film one of their backstage thing. But we hear Brandon like, hey, Bucks, where are you? But instead walk in Trent and Rocky Romero. Yeah, that's right. Roppongi Vice. Remember them?
Mm-hmm.
They say that it's Rocky and Trent here. It will only be a minute. Rocky, like, threatens Brandon, and then Trent's like, hey, man, sorry. Like, hey, I don't want to...
Trent's just a really nice guy. That's
his
character,
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Thanks for doing this for us,
You're really
Brandon.
nice, man.
Thank you.
You're really nice, man. Don't worry. You're really awesome. They say, we have had tons of matches through our careers, Roppongi Vice. We've actually beaten the Bucks. We've had battles with them in New Japan, and I was in the Tokyo Dome. We beat them. We beat them for the IWGP Junior titles, and, well... If anyone's going to beat the Bucks, why not Roppongi Vice? Rocky says that he came back and now he's ready to take them on. So how about this Friday, Roppongi Vice, Young Bucks, one more time. So, yeah, and then he yells at Brandon.
What's now? Turn it off,
Turn
Cutler.
It off. You suck. And then Trent's like, oh, actually, hey man, you've been doing a great job.
And then Brandon's like, oh, I hope the Bucks don't find out about this. They're going to kill me.
Yeah. I liked them cutting the promo. I think we could have scrapped them doing it to Cutler, but the comedy was Trent doing the...
Yeah, I quite liked it. And I think we've already established that Cutler is always filming for the Bucks. And if that's what the match you're going to, I thought it worked pretty nice. I like this, and I think the match, we get a great video package later, but I'm excited for this.
Yeah, Roppongi Vice. Love it. Roppongi's my favorite place in the entire world. Most happiest place on earth. That's Rampage. I gotta watch that match. That sounds pretty fun. Throwback, definitely. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Our next match. Please welcome to the ring, and I quote, "You guessed it, Frankie Kazarian."
Has that been a thing of his before?
I don't know, man. I don't watch a lot of Dark or Elevation.
No, but like in his TNA run or anything? Like, you guessed it hasn't been like a Frankie Kazarian thing.
I have watched this guy wrestle for quite a long time. I can't recall ever hearing that. You guessed it, Frankie Kazarian. Okay. Just saying. I've heard
trying something.
He was Kaz.
The Elite Hunter didn't really work.
The Elite Hunter. There was, I think he was Suicide, or would they change his name to something else? And
Chronic.
Chronic?
Say his name?
Sounds like he's on the Chronic with all these different silly gimmicks. But
he was Randy Orton for a bit, wasn't he?
We had a friend when AEW started. We tried to get one buddy into AEW, and he came over one day. This was pre-pandemic. He came over and we tuned into AEW, and Kaz was wrestling, and he's like, "Whoa, is that Randy Orton, or is that supposed to be his gimmick that he's a bootleg Randy Orton?" And we were like, "That's weird. We would never think that." And then
I do see it when he's in the trunks.
Yeah,
he was in the long boys today.
You guessed it, Frankie Kazarian. What's your favorite Frankie Kazarian match?
No, he's had some good ones.
He has.
I did really like him and Daniels versus the Bucks on Dynamite last year.
Right.
I thought that was really good.
That was.
No, I think he's a good wrestler. Just, you've got a big roster here, and we're getting Frankie Kazarian and Lance Archer.
Fire Frank's in the Twitch chat right now and reminding me that he also went by Frankie the Future Kazarian.
Oh.
So now you guessed it.
You guessed it.
Frankie Kazarian. I don't understand that nickname. I don't understand it.
I think it's deliberately ironic, no?
Yo.
It's like, because no one guessed it was Frankie Kazarian coming out here.
No one guessed that once you did the angle with Christopher Daniels quasi-retiring with the whole angle with Frankie Kazarian and SCU, that now, mere months later, we're all like, should they just do the same thing with Kaz? Like, is he just the fodder now?
Yeah, I think so.
Again, no disrespect to him, because I have been a fan of him. I followed him for quite a long time. So, like, flowers all to Kaz, but it was just really weird. Because then he's facing Lance Archer, who then is clearly going to squash him, like CM Punk to Chairman earlier.
You would think.
Yeah. And then 10 minutes later, then the finish comes. But, yeah, this was a match with picture-in-picture and everything. There was a lot of walking around, stomps, punches. They go to commercial break, more walking around, stomps, punches. There's a pounce from Lance Archer. Shout out TNA days, Monty Brown. He then hits an Irish whip and then a big boot. But I feel like he wasn't sure they were back. Did you say this to me?
Yeah, I felt he maybe thought they were in picture because he was doing a lot of interacting with the crowd. He said "fuck you" to the crowd. He kept calling someone a little bitch. He kept saying, "Hey, bitch." And then he's pointing at the crowd, and then there's a piece of shit chant.
Nice.
And I felt it was just him kind of... We've seen it. Like, Sammy always fakes an injury on the outside for the whole picture-in-picture. We've seen people just, interact with the crowd more and stuff. So I was wondering if that was the case. Or someone was really winding him up. I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird. Well, he hits a choke slam. It's blocked. There's strikes from Frankie, and then another choke slam, and then he puts him to bed here.
Hits the blackout.
The blackout. Yeah, 10 minutes. This was over 10 minutes.
This felt so long. It was bad. I like Archer, or I have liked Archer as a big guy, but I just think since coming back, I thought he looked really slow this week, whereas normally for a big guy, he's got a bit of speed. I thought he looked slow. He looked a little thicker. I didn't think he looked good at all. And I can't say I'm interested in this match for Hangman. It's like this guy struggled against Frankie fucking Kazarian.
In 10 minutes.
You know? Like,
CM Punk's
we've just seen him come back. He should have killed this guy.
Yeah, he
killed this guy.
He should have crushed him.
And I guess you don't want to do two of them if you're doing the same thing with Punk. But really, this needed to be just a absolute blackout.
That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Think oh wow, Hangman could struggle against that. No.
Remember they built him up against Mox when Mox was a champ. They did it way better.
They've built him up well before. He's Kane, isn't he, in this company?
Yeah.
Like, Nyla is kind of Kane in the women's division, and Lance Archer's Kane in the men's, where it's first defense, like a big, bad heel.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't think he looked good at all after his injury, and the match was very boring.
I was falling asleep during this match. And then Dan Lambert cuts a promo afterwards and says, Lance Archer is a real man in wrestling, and Hangman wasn't a real cowboy because when he was growing up, he was playing video games and sipping Perrier, and he was giving hand jobs to heifers and selling soy milk to Starbucks. And Archer then says, "Watch out, Hangman, because everybody dies."
Yeah.
He's going to go after Hangman in that world title. They say, "You're not important to us, but that title is. You're not. We don't care about you. We just want that title. We're going to get it from you."
I don't know why Archer needs to... Is it because they don't want to get rid of Jake? So they feel awkward getting rid of Jake, but they can't really have him on the road anymore, so they don't have him come out with Archer, but they don't trust Archer on the mic, so they're giving him Dan Lambert. It's just, why has this guy got two managers?
It's weird. No, it doesn't make sense.
No.
Hangman Page comes out for the save here because they're now attacking Kaz after this. It looks like he's going to hit a blackout on like the ramp or something. Hangman comes out for the save. He looks to hit the buckshot, but it's blocked.
He attacks with his boot.
Yeah.
He's like, there's some cowboy shit. He attacks with his boot.
He takes his boot
off. So goes to the buckshot with a sock on.
The boot shot.
Yeah, just one boot.
Yeah, Archer, though, walks away, escapes with Dan Lambert, and they're like, all right. So Hangman is fired up.
They fight.
Yeah.
They're trading blows.
Yeah, they trade blows, but then it's Archer who, like, runs away.
Yeah.
He retreats. So couldn't beat Taz in under 10 minutes.
Yeah, Hangman feels like a complete afterthought on this show. He wasn't advertised for this show at all. This was in, like, the low point of the show, I felt.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and 10, hour and 20 into it. Yeah, I can't say Archer's a compelling opponent at all. And this is your champ. He should always be. Why are we advertising Cody Rhodes' return? Like, all these other things. Like, you should be promoting your champion. And it's been since the Bryan match. Every week he feels like an afterthought.
Yeah, you could have put a different challenger in there. That would have been literally, I think a lot of other people would have been a better spot or position.
And sure, I doubt this is going to be Revolution. It's probably just for a TV match.
Yeah,
but
it's probably
still,
like in the next few weeks.
I feel they're dropping the ball a little with Hangman.
I think either the week of Beach Break or the week after you'll get Punk MJF and possibly this match as well. But it's got to be a Texas death match, right? Cowboy death match.
No, I guess.
There's too many of these death matches going around.
Yeah.
Again, TK, he loves them. We go to more talking. Matt Sydal, Dante, and Lee Moriarty. They're backstage, and Dante is like, "Look, Sydal and Lee, you guys have been my brothers. Everyone's just his brothers. He's not his real brother lately because he's still injured and sidelined. But he's like, you guys are like my brothers." And they got some issues with Team Taz.
Have we seen him with Moriarty on Dynamite?
Didn't they have like the tag match?
They had a tag.
Sydal,
okay, and now Sydal, and now Jay Lethal, but Jay Lethal wasn't there, and Leo Rush was.
I don't know. He's finding all these friends. It cuts to Ricky Starks, who's with Hobbs, and he's like, "Yo, how many brothers you got, man? Like, calm down. You think everyone's your friend now? Like, that's your problem." So, Team Taz, he says, we create assassins. It looks like we're gonna get maybe a tag match or something like that, but, or maybe a 6-man with Hook, and Hook will crush all of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I did find it kind of odd. Like, is Jay Lethal elsewhere at the moment? Because I know there's a lot. Is he?
Did he not show up for something?
He couldn't make Terminus. That was it, wasn't it? Because of travel. But yeah, we just saw him do the run-in. It was weird not to have him here.
What happened with Jay Lethal again? Oh yeah,
he ran in to save
Weird.
Dante against Team Taz, right?
Damn.
And interesting, we haven't seen Leo Rush since the whole New Year's Eve thing with Tony Khan, because he was very involved with Dante Martin, and they're not really even mentioning.
They're not mentioning it at all.
Whereas, again, you mentioned when Cody is taking 2 weeks off, yet Leo Rush has been a prominent part of this Dante Martin Team Taz story. Zero mentioning of him. Just find it interesting.
Siino Evil in the chat says Leo Rush is now taking bookings for New Japan and GCW. So, I mean, he was before, was he not? I don't know.
Since signing, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
But I mean, all these other people are. So I don't know.
It depends what your contract allows.
Yeah, I guess so. We go to another backstage segment here tonight. Statlander is with Red Velvet, and they're talking about some of the matches that they've had in the past few weeks. And Leyla Hirsch comes in, doing like a clap, and she's like, "Huh, good job, Statlander. See, only if you focus more, maybe you'd win some matches like the matches we were in together. Instead, you cost us thousands of dollars, and because of you, we all don't have thousands of dollars. So shut up." And Red Velvet gets involved, so Leyla hits her. Red Velvet says,
she attacks her from behind, and she
hits her with a
elbows
strike.
her in the back.
And then Statlander, bless her, says, "Leyla, what are you doing?
Leyla, no.
No, Leyla, no. And what is your damn problem?" And then Leyla Hirsch walks off. Damn.
Okay.
Damn, Leyla, why are you
Since
so mad?
when were these two friends? Is my first question.
They told me that a few weeks ago.
They only told me they were friends when they weren't friends anymore. Why is Leyla so angry? Are we to assume, like, they haven't really talked about winner's purse in AEW much before?
No.
Is that what we're assuming? Because they lost matches. They lost, you win like $1,000 per match. They've lost a bunch of matches, so it's thousands of dollars. It just seemed a random line. Or is there other shit we need to know?
Yeah.
Why is Kris Statlander lost Red Velvet and Leyla Hirsch thousands of dollars?
Exposing the business here. Yeah, is Kris Statlander tricking her friends into NFTs or something? Why did they owe them?
Cost them thousands.
Why are you costing?
And Red
them
Velvet's okay with it, clearly.
Well, you cost Red Velvet. She said, "Yeah, you cost yourself, Red Velvet, and me
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah, all because of that stupid alien NFT.
Been hanging out with Duke Hudson in the poker room, costing us thousands of dollars.
Where's my money? Where's my money, Statlander? Where's my money? Where's my money? Leyla Hirsch attacks Statlander afterwards as well. So this is setting
It definitely seems like they're trying to make an effort of having more women's stories going on, not based around the titles, and that's a good thing. But it just seems very forced.
Yeah.
This, as I said, this friendship fell out of nowhere. This breakup, I don't really understand why Layla's so angry, and I didn't think she performed too well. I didn't think any of them sounded too good here either.
I like all three. I like the characters. I like the wrestling from all of them, but I thought all of them looked bad in this.
This felt like a 2.0 thing, where we talk about rehearsal. It felt like that, like school play.
Also, I'm just so much talking.
Yeah, a lot
you
of
talk
talking.
too much would be perfect for this. Serena Deeb is out next. Finally, some wrestling versus Skye Blue. Skye Blue barely gets any offense in as Serena Deeb makes light work of her, gets her in a guillotine under the ropes here. Eventually hits the Gotch neutralizer. This was pretty quick as well. It was not as quick as CM Punk hitting the GTS earlier, but yeah, sorry, it's the Gotch neutralizer and then the Serenity Lock, which is a pretty sweet move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she tapped. So, Deeb looking impressive. I think they're building her up really nicely. We're going to have this final blow-off match with Shida. I thought this was good. But, again, I just felt... There felt like it was a lack of star power on this show.
Yeah.
For me. Sure, you had the Punk sighting, but it was a very quick match. The champ was barely there. I don't know. It felt like you had your B cast on tonight.
Yeah.
Like when did we last see Skye Blue? And she's here in this squash.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, they had stars, but they weren't wrestling.
Yeah, like think
you had Hangman, you had Mox, you had Sammy, you had no Sammy wasn't here.
Sammy was in P&P.
We'll talk about Sammy in a second.
But yeah, a lot of talking.
So much talking.
But you don't have your Bryans, you don't have obviously Kenny, you don't have your Bucks.
Yeah.
Just felt it was like a little B level.
Yeah, I mean, I love Deeb. This was definitely
she's
just
great.
A squash.
Yeah, she was my Women's Wrestler of the Year.
That's right. Yeah. We go to more Dan Lambert, who's backstage. He's going to talk some more. He's with the Men of the Year, Ethan and Scorpio. And basically, Dan just gives the mic right away to to Ethan Page. Which I'm like, yeah, Ethan Page is a great talker.
Yeah.
He says that he has a great record. He has a win and loss record that's impeccable. And he calls out Jon Moxley. He says everyone can stop looking for Moxley's first opponent back because I've been racking up these victories. I've pinned Darby. I've pinned Jericho. I've beaten a lot of people. So Tony Khan, make the marquee match your franchise player, Ethan Page, versus Moxley. So it looks like that match is happening this Friday.
I think that could be a really good match, actually. Obviously, a lot of attention on Moxley's first match back. But Page has impressed me. And I think he has a bit of this kind of dangerous, ruthless style. Obviously, a lot of his matches with Darby where he's just throwing people around.
Yeah.
But I think against Mox could be quite a fun matchup, actually. Be a bit of a slugfest.
Yeah, no, definitely. I like Ethan Page. I like Scorpio Sky, too. I don't know if having Dan Lambert is what they need, but
maybe he's gonna transition over to Lance,
and maybe find somebody else.
Be like, you know what, you guys are good.
Find some MMA people.
Yeah.
Be with Jake Hager when he's gonna leave the inner circle too.
Yeah.
Jericho should be with Dan Lambert. No, never mind. Stop. We go to a video package for the history of the Young Bucks and Roppongi Vice. It shows some of their matches in New Japan and some of the title changes and the epic battles. I loved these matches back in the day. I recommend watching them now, and they're running it back this Friday, like this.
Yeah,
but
looking forward to it.
Cool that they showed New Japan footage.
Yep.
Clearly, they're in ties.
Was there some ROH in there as well?
Probably.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen this iteration live at least once or twice. But anytime these guys tie up, I'm genuinely stoked for this. Then we get announcements. The trios matches next week. Proud and Powerful Jericho versus 2.0 and Garcia. Red Velvet versus Leyla Hirsch, and the ladder match, Cody and Sammy, and of course, the lights out match, Cole and Orange Cassidy.
I've been critical, we both have, about how they just yell all these matches at us for like the next Rampage and Dynamite.
Yeah.
Did think they kind of slowed it down a bit this week. They really spelt out Beach Break, what the card is, which was good. And I know that because I managed to get all the matches actually written down for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, they let us. They slowed
They
it
let
down.
it breathe a little, and I'm like, all right, that's next week's card. Cool.
Beach Break is
you.
great. Wow.
Yeah.
There's a ladder match, Cody and Sammy, and then it cuts to picture in picture, and clearly Sammy is excited for Beach Break. He's already there. He's already in Ohio on a beach. He's there. It was a beautiful beach.
It is little skimpy Speedos.
Yeah, his Sammy Speedo. He's got the signs like Bob Dylan, and he's talking about coming back.
Yeah, I didn't read him.
He says that the Sammy is long dead, and there's a new Sammy, and he's going to be the interim TNT champion, but the real TNT champion. And then he ends with "Hit me up."
I mean, taking that ridiculous promo aside, this should be a great match between these two.
For sure.
In a ladder, Sammy in a ladder.
We're getting
Crazy.
cutters off ladders.
Yeah.
Crazy Sammy spots off ladders for sure. But yeah, this was Sammy in Brazil.
Okay.
With Ty.
All right.
I saw their socials.
You can't avoid them these days.
They're like Machine Gun Kelly, Megan
They
Fox
really
of wrestling.
aren't they? How long until he poses?
Jeez. He's going to give her a ring she can't take off or it hurts her. That's what Machine Gun Kelly got Megan Fox.
I saw Pam's dress in Winners yesterday.
Oh, was it in the clearance section?
Yeah.
The returned items?
It was, yeah, there are a few. They were on sale, for sure.
Damn, we're ruthless.
I mean, it's Winners, so it's already...
Winners is our Marshalls, our
TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx here in Canada, yeah. Sammy, I don't know. Sammy, like, it sucks when you're in the public eye and you have, like, your whole relationship and all that aired out. Shout out Kanye West and Pete Davidson. But, I mean, wrestling fans are crazy. Probably more crazier than any other fans, I'd say. So I couldn't imagine like some of the stuff or messages people send to either him or Ty or whatever. But damn, I just don't trust couples that all of a sudden post.
When it's so quick, so much, so soon.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
Me neither.
I'm a private guy personally, and I'm like, dude, that's spelled. Anytime you see your friend, you see any couple, someone you used to go to high school with. Oh, you're my new boo. Oh, couple goals, and then 6 months later. Like, Tinder sucks. I hate men. Life is awful. I'm single. Oh, my God. It's like, you deleted those photos. I see that you were all bubbles and sunshine really quick. Too quickly. I don't trust couples that do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
It's a thing.
If I had someone over once, like a second date.
And she took photos with you for the gram?
No, and then I saw, like, her story, and it was all, like... date night and stuff, and like pictures in my room and things, and I was like,
whoa,
that's weird.
That's
don't think I like that.
She like live streams. So I'm in this guy's room right now. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah. Wasn't a fan of that.
Hit me up.
Yeah.
Damn.
She might be coming over tomorrow. No.
Interim. She's the interim champion right now. Damn. Shout out Sammy Guevara. We go to who do we go to now? Oh, yeah. We can't do an episode of Dynamite with so much talking if we don't let one man speak.
One man? This was like 13 men.
No, they all don't talk.
True.
It's just their leader who does the talking. Matt Hardy will not die. He's here with the Matt Hardy Family Office. Holy shit. Like you mentioned, there's all of them are in a stairwell behind him as he's the one talking. All I know is the Butcher was looking pretty sad.
I know.
Man, R.I.P. is banned every time I die.
Every time I die has died.
Yeah, there's...
It seems like they're mad at. Is it the lead singer?
Yeah. I haven't gotten too into it.
But there's 5 in the band, right?
Yeah.
And 4 of them put out a statement, and they were like, we wanted it to be a joint statement of all 5, but we couldn't agree. And they're basically, saying like something's happened with one of the guys.
Sucks.
But they said it's always going to be all of us or none of us. So it's none of us.
Whoa.
But it seems like one guy is being a bit annoying.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. So he's back with Matt Hardy.
That sucks
because he's been away for a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's awesome. Shout out Andy. I mean, that guy I've seen that guy wrestle in front of like 20 people, and I was like, wait, so this guy's in a band? That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. And to where he got like, and how he looks. Dude stepped up. Oh, I got a job. Another job.
Yeah, he's trimmed down
he
a
looks
lot.
Great. So he did look sad though. In the corner in the back there. Poor Andy. So Matt Hardy is with not just the fucking Hardy Family Office.
So who is it? Private Party, Butcher Blade, Bunny. We didn't have TH2 or Jor-El.
Are they still... Where's Jack Evans?
Is he back? I think he's back.
Has he been back?
I don't know. Someone fact check us.
I might have to help him get out. Andrade, we think he might be the man to do the job. He's here with his lawyer, Jose. There's a lot of people in this segment.
Yeah.
And Matt Hardy says that he's come to an agreement with Andrade, and this is huge. He says that they've done a business deal, and now Andrade owns 51% of the Hardy Family Office, and Matt gets 49%. And then like the dividends, like the smaller parts go to Private Party and like the team. I don't know.
Yeah, it was... Matt said he wants to keep Private Party with him because they're the original members.
Right.
What I got from it.
Okay.
And they're making Andrade the president and Matt Hardy's the CEO, I think, of Hardy Family
El
Office.
Presidente, he says. I'm the new Presidente. And that, since now he's kind of the leader, because 51% of this group, they're changing the name of HFO to the AHFO.
Yeah.
The fuck off.
Yeah. And then Matt was also like, who was that guy you were thinking of recruiting to the AHFO? And goes, oh yeah, that little kid.
He goes, I'm the new president, and I got a few ideas and some changes for the AHFO. And it's going to start with maybe we can get that little kid who hangs out for Stink to come join us. Andrade is now the leader of the AHFO. Wow. Damn. What were we saying about what's Malakai Black been doing ever since he got here?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So I guess they're setting up a really weird way of doing it, but eventually we're going to get Andrade versus Darby Allin, which sounds fantastic.
Right.
But, like, Andrade, you've just been walking around talking since you got here. And then you went through a flaming table. But apart from that, Hardy Family Office is one of our least favourite things.
What? Speak for yourself. I have one of those
And
t-shirts.
now we've just got Andrade and him just talking. You know what? This story would have made sense after Matt Hardy lost his first quarter earnings a year ago.
Yeah.
Then he'd be like, I've got to sell part of the business.
Right.
And he can sell it to Andrade or I mean whoever was there then, I didn't like this. I kind of found it funny.
It's
though,
so funny.
It's just so random and bad.
That little kid and Darby hanging around with Sting.
I love that line.
He said that a few times.
Yeah, he said it last week as well, I think.
Yeah, it's really weird. Andrade is so much better than this. But again, are they just using this for now before it's ready to heat him up as a bigger... Like, I don't know. I really don't know.
So it's just so when Andrade feuds with Darby, you now have, like...
Andrade and Hardy versus Darby and Sting.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll have that.
Weird.
And you'll have Private Party just interfering in Andrade's matches or something.
I thought he was in the House of Black. It seemed almost.
Who?
Andrade. It seemed that way.
No, he's just friends.
They're just mates.
Just friends.
All right. Amigos.
I said, Andrade just walks around talking to people. He's probably got loads of mates there.
Hey, me and you, we could be friends, and then we could kidnap that kid who hangs out with Sting. And that's how I'll make business. He thinks Darby's going to make him money.
Like Andrade is
wrestle?
an
Maybe
incredible wrestler.
Yeah, why would he care about Darby?
Yeah.
Why would he want to work with this guy? Like, no, just do it yourself. Maybe try that.
Yeah, I don't know what his intentions are.
I don't know what Tony Khan's intentions are with Andrade.
It's such a good... Wasn't there something in his deal about amount of matches wrestled? I think he's got, like, dates of wrestling, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Which might be why he's always in silly segments like this.
Makes him look terrible.
Because they hold off when he's wrestling. Oh, it has.
Stock has dropped completely.
It has. Like, I can't say... Yeah, it's not much more better than he was doing on Raw at one point. Really.
Yeah, I probably liked his WWE run more than his run here so far.
Had a few good matches with Ray. Like
that. Yeah, exactly. And Gargano, obviously. So, damn, yeah. I don't know. I still see hope. I know they'll turn it around for him eventually, but it's kind of like the Malakai Black thing.
Yeah.
Two main guys that we know are crazy that could be putting on huge matches and big stories, and instead they're doing this stupid shit.
I mean, it's something. Yeah, we're feeling the bloated roster a little, maybe.
Yeah, with Matt Hardy Family Office. Sorry, the AHFO.
AHFO.
The AHFGYFO.
Yeah. With TH2 in the AHFO GYF.
Well, no, then it would be
from Y2J.
HFOPPBBB. There's a lot of them. Let's leave it at that. Damn. But now Andrade Hardy Family Office is a real thing. I think they're ribbing us at this point.
It does feel like it.
Like they're joking. They're joshing us, guys.
Yeah.
They're fucking.
Leyla Hirsch needs to join them to get business advice on why she's lost thousands and thousands of dollars.
Guys, are you hiring? Because I'm out money. Kris Statlander.
I was talking to Leo Rush about businesses and stuff and NFTs, and he just disappeared. So I thought I'd talk to you guys.
Statlander said she was going to show me these photos of aliens, but it costs a lot of money, and I'm out.
Andrade, you've got a lawyer. Can I maybe?
I don't know. Jose?
Yeah, Jose.
What's Jose done? What's Jose done except help Arn get out of the thing he fell over?
And look jacked.
Jacked Jose. Oh, I stand corrected. Yeah, sorry. Jose's fucking jacked. Let's not throw shade on Jose. He'll fucking kick your ass. And mine. All right, let's go to the Acclaimed, the main event. The Acclaimed. I mean, we got to talk about their sensational rap music video that came out. It was on Twitter and Rampage, or what?
It was on Rampage, and then, they posted online.
Two
grown men going through a goth phase.
It's catchy, ain't it?
It was catchy. I've seen it a couple of times.
We were singing it the other day. It's pretty nice. It's pretty good. It's got them, a guy dressed as Sting, Bowens is dressed as Darby, and then Bats and Somewhere Abandoned.
I appreciate it. Like, there's a lot of, like, bad vignettes and shit we see in wrestling, and I think these two do try and be a bit creative with it, and the rhymes sometimes work, they sometimes don't, but I didn't think this was bad.
Yeah.
And I did get it stuck in my head.
Two grown men going through a goth phase. Yeah. So here they get the intro to the match, which is, again, them in
stolen Darby's intro.
Yeah, where it's them hitting Sting hitting Darby. No, Darby hitting Sting with the car. Either way, but like pretty funny. And then it's showtime. And then out come the Acclaimed. And, well, they're also going to rap here. And they're talking about how they're going to beat Sting and Darby. Some of the rhymes here he re-brings up two grown men going through a goth phase. Our team is black and white, and we don't need face paint. And ends with, we're gonna have Sting looking worse than Starrcade '97. A line he uses, which I think is the Hogan Sting match.
Yes.
Very shitty.
Yeah.
Finish or whatever.
It's where it's the fast count that wasn't a fast count, so they restart the match.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Bad stuff.
Should we watch it later?
Shall we? I love Sting's entrance in that.
Is it one of the
It's
cool
with
ones?
the voiceover from the
Right.
girl, and then it's like all the lasers
Oh,
of
the lasers.
Sting's face on the ceiling of this dome. Is it the Georgia Dome? Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
Then Sting comes out.
Well, Sting comes out here.
Yeah. T-shirt Sting.
T-shirt Sting. Who would win? We've asked this question. Dream match. T-shirt Sting. T-shirt Naito.
Oh, Sting.
T-shirt
easily.
Sting beats T-shirt Naito.
I think Sting's knees are in better shape than Naito's.
But then if they take the T-shirt off, Naito would win, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah. But the T-shirt Sting beats T-shirt Naito. The Acclaimed versus Sting and Darby. Before the match, the Acclaimed attack Darby Allin, and they attack Sting. They put a chair around Darby's throat and neck and run him off the apron into the ring post. This looked insane,
Yeah.
to be fair. Then the doctors and security and refs take Darby out of the match. I completely bought it. I'm like, yeah, he looked like he ate that and died. So now it's a 2-on-1 match. The match starts. The bell is officially rung. And the Acclaim just beat up on
Yeah,
Sting.
it's like the ref was like going, Sting, like, do you want to do this? And like Sting's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna
fucking
do it.
Sting.
I'm Sting. Let's go.
Tony Schiavone's like, yeah, he's going to do it. It's Sting. Of course. But he's getting beat up here. They removed the turnbuckle at one point. They sent Sting into that. They said they were going to hit him with a buckle bomb. Remember that? In that video. They then are beating down on him during picture-in-picture. They taunt and stuff. There's a spot where the ref is distracted again, and they hit him with a boom box, but Sting eventually kicks out of it. And then out of nowhere, like a shot out of a cannon, Darby Allin. The stage was so close to the ring that he flies off of it into the ringside area, onto the Acclaimed as he starts beating down on these guys.
Just like flew into the shot as well. Looked great.
I don't know how he does these things. He must have a death wish. He comes in there, he's beating them up, but just a holy shit moment. Darby then gets Sting back in the ring so that he can tag in, and now he's the legal man in the match. Hits a coffin drop to the outside on both of them, and then goes back inside and gets a guillotine, or I think a code red actually, but it's a kick out. Looked great. He then locks in a guillotine, which Darby doesn't usually do. Eventually, they get out of it, send Darby to the outside. They hit him with double team moves. There's a sidewalk slam, mic drop. Yeah, that was a kick out there. Sorry, Sting breaks it up. He's back in the match. He breaks up that pin, and then Sting and I think is it Caster are brawling.
Yeah, and Sting just starts walking up the ramp, and he's got this look on his face.
Uh-oh.
And you're like, what's he doing? He's going to do something nutty.
So then Sting runs and dives off the stage on top of Caster through a table.
So like his legs go smashing through the table.
Sting is the one who goes through the table.
He like does smash Caster in the face. But yeah, he goes through the table.
Sting goes through the table.
Looked great anyway.
Sting flying
loved
Sting through the table, and in the ring, it's Darby who hits the coffin drop to Bowens and gets the 1-2-3. So Sting and Darby are the highest ranked tag team who aren't the tag champions, so they're the number one contenders.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for them actually challenging at some point. I enjoyed this. I think Sting's so entertaining in this kind of old man Sting run. I feel he did more than Lance Archer did in his match today, you know?
Yeah.
Darby, just his stuff's crazy when he's just flying in. The shot of him just coming out of nowhere was great. And I thought Caster and Bowens were good in this. I thought they were good to... Bowens, some of his kicks were really crisp, actually, and looked really nice. I thought they did a good job here. Liked the intro. It was fun. It was a good main event, but odd show.
Yeah. I didn't mind the main event. I think it actually made me feel like it was an better episode than it didn't blow me away, but I still had fun.
It wasn't a newsworthy main event though,
Yeah,
was it? Like
no.
it's just a fun match to finish on.
But I like
rather than a big angle or
Yeah,
anything.
I do like the Acclaimed, actually. I think
they're
they're
growing on
definitely
me.
growing on me for sure. Their in-ring is definitely picking up too, so that's a plus. But yeah, just it starts with this hot Moxley promo. I thought it was incredible. And then MJF, sure, but I liked the mixed
tag was fun.
Tag thing. Why do I keep messing that up? Everything else just felt really weird and messy.
The Cody thing was incredibly weird. A lot of the backstage stuff was weird. The Lance Archer Kaz stuff was bad, I thought. I didn't think this was a good show, to be honest.
Yeah.
Moxley's promo was awesome at the beginning.
So next week we mentioned we got the beach break TNT title match. You think Cody's winning it?
Yes, I do.
Cody retains?
Yeah.
Brian Danielson has tweeted that he wants Cody to win.
I saw that. He said Sammy's penmanship or something.
His penmanship sucks.
What was there in Cody's promo? Like, I feel like I need to rewatch it almost to kind of decipher everything he was saying.
I really don't want to rewatch it.
No, but he was saying something about a title saying world.
Yeah.
But it's just TNT champion.
Because he's not allowed to win the other one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to say Cody.
Cody?
Yeah.
I guess. I would like Sammy so that we do get someone else the rub by taking it from him. But yeah, sure. Because then where do you go with Sammy after this? He's kind of just screwed. He's just in this weird limbo. Like, why? But yeah. What about...
They're not putting any time into him. He's always on... Whenever it's Dynamite, he's in the commercial break.
Yeah. What about the Lights Out match? Cole and Orange Cassidy. I think Adam Cole should win.
Cole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have a debut.
I don't know why Gargano would
win.
be the one.
Hates him.
Yeah, I still hate you.
Yeah.
I'm about revenge, even though we didn't really feud for the past little while.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a way to bring in Johnny Gargano, but do you think we see him?
I think we see him next week somewhere.
Let's go.
Yeah. If he's not on Dynamite, I'm wearing my Gargano shirt to the Rumble.
All right. You're going to the Rumble?
Going to the Rumble. I'm going to the Brumble. I'm going to watch the Rumble in Birmingham.
There you go.
So a Brum Rumble.
There's also, who do you think's going to win? Red Velvet or Leyla Hirsch?
Layla, I think.
Just checking.
I'm win some thousands of dollars.
Where's my money?
Poor Red Velvet's going to be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars down.
She's going to stir it up and then give it up. Give me that money. But yeah, Rampage is stacked too. Moxley, Page, Roppongi Vice and the Bucks, Hook and Serpentico, Jade and Ajay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So that was Dynamite. Yeah, I think me and you kind of felt on the same page where we're like, man, what's kind of going on? But it's in a weird period. I kind of think we felt the same last week. It's in this weird, like, all right, cool. But yeah, I have hope for next week. It sounds like it's a pretty stacked show.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. And then, we mentioned that GCW as well. That sounds pretty good because I forgot there was a match on that Gresham Blake Christian.
Oh, yeah.
So
that sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
Trey Baxter.
Rip Trey Baxter.
Jonathan Gresham.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Octopus versus the... Fuck, what did he call himself? The Outcast? No.
He wanted to be a superhero.
They teased that.
For his boy.
And they're giving that gimmick to Saray now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Imagine Blake Christian with a Japanese schoolgirl superhero gimmick. It'd be great.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Thank you for listening to us talk about Dynamite. We have lots of other shows, including shows on this feed. Of course, up next, BDElite every week. Shot in the Dark in 15 minutes or less. Jon Siino will fill you in on all the other wrestling like Dark, Elevation, all that stuff. And then, yes, we do have a Royal Rumble game Sunday, January 30th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right. Come hang out during the day. And for all you people on the other side of the world, there you go. Some more different times so you can hang out with us and it won't be that late. And we're going to have this huge Rumble. It's going to be crazy. We have guests. We have surprises. We have twists and turns and swerves.
And we'll have a new #1 contender for the BD Championship.
That's right. We're on the road to UpNXT.
We're on the road to UpNXT Mania, guys.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Shit's wild.
Yeah.
And go check us out on the socials again if you haven't already. And again, next week we'll be joined by Jon Siino for UpNXT and Cassidy from Body Slam there. So can't wait. So all the fun stuff. So tune in for the Twitch chats as well every Tuesday and Wednesday. We love you. All right.
We do.
Yeah. That's it. That's all. I myself, Braden Herrington. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram. I am at @TheBrayD.
And I am at Davie Portman.
We didn't get to talk about your amazing lasagna, but
Oh, quickly. Yeah, let's do it.
it was an amazing
I
lasagna.
made an amazing lasagna. Yeah. That's probably 1 million calories in that.
Yeah. We'll go for
It's
a
our
walk
last
around the block.
Wednesday dinner, isn't it?
For a while.
For a
yeah,
while. So
person.
yeah.
Yeah.
A nacho lasagna.
Yeah, that's right. It was pretty lit.
Yeah.
It was fuego.
Fuego.
That's right. Well, that's it. That's all. Take care. Goodbye. Be safe. And GFY.
I thought you were going to say all I drink is blood.
Is he a vampire now?
Yeah.
Vampire gimmicks?
Vampire Mox.
Fuck. I wonder if he'll be in our Rumble.
John Mox?
Yeah.
Or Dean?
Yeah.
Maybe he's like Angel and Angelus, like Dean Ambrose, and then Mox is the vampire.
Damn.
I don't know.
That'd be
Should we
cool.
go? Let's get out of it.
Shout out vampires. Goodbye. Fuck.
Ahoy!
First time in a long time, but it seems like just yesterday when we were side by side. Beast mode, no one's blocking our way. These other guys tried it, but them man ain't got the skills of Braden and Davie, brazen and raging, bringing you the thrills and spills. Right here in full gear, about to blow up like TNT. Us man are too sweet, Brady, DVP, the BDElite. Right here in full gear, about to blow up like TNT. Us man are too sweet, Brady, DVP, the BDElite.